Hi guys, welcome. Dana here from the Magic Junk Drawer. So today is Monday and it is the second week in the weight loss journey. So if you watched my first video, last week I weighed myself on Monday morning and I weighed 179 pounds. Last Thursday, a couple of days ago, I went to the doctor and I got the final okay that I'm not on restricted anything now and I can go back to my normal activities. So this week, well, last week, let's start with last week. Avery and I went for a walk with friends on Sunday for an hour. Monday was really nice out, like unseasonably nice here. So her and I went out for a walk on Monday for another hour. Tuesday and Thursday, we didn't do anything because the weather wasn't that good. Wednesday and Friday, we walked for a half hour each. And then Saturday, we went out for another hour walk. So basically we did about 4.5 hours worth of walking this week. And diet-wise, I'm not sticking to any diet except I'm trying to do intermittent fasting. Last night, I didn't stick to it because after I got off the live stream, I was really hungry, so I had carrots and I had an avocado. But basically, I'm trying to do intermittent fasting and just watch what I eat. I weighed myself this morning and I'm 173 pounds. Now, I have a lot of weight to lose, so it's going to come off me faster. Plus, it's also, some of it is water and whatever. So just to keep you posted, some of the things or some of the tricks that I try to do is, first of all, protein shakes. I told you Vega, that's my favorite. You can put a little bit of peanut butter in there. The fat in the peanut butter will keep you full longer. And I always get the unsweetened, unprocessed, peanut butter that is just peanuts and salt. That's it. And I put it in the shake. Another trick that I'm doing is plain, unsweetened, wallpaper paste oatmeal. If you absolutely hate it, I mean, it's really tasteless. I have regular instant oatmeal that's like strawberry flavored and it's got the pieces of fruit and the sugar in it. So I'll do half of the unflavored plain crappy oatmeal and mix it with a pack of the sweetened one and then mix it together, and it makes it just a little bit less sweet. You have half the sugar, but you're eating twice the oatmeal. And oatmeal is good too for your cholesterol if you have a cholesterol issue, which my cholesterol has always been a little bit high. Plus, it's also, they say it's supposed to help increase your milk supply, which I don't know if that's true because, I mean, you hear different things from different people. Everyone's going to have their own opinion, but in all the research that I've done, there were certain things that they swear, oatmeal, mother's milk tea, flaxseed is supposed to help increase milk production, but the lactation nurse says that that's not true. Like, it's not proven. It's like there's no proof behind it. Anyway, oatmeal's good for you. What the hell? Unless you're doing keto, then you can't have it. But like I said, I'm not doing keto right now because even though I am only producing a little bit of milk, I'm producing some and I'm giving her whatever I get because the immunity for the bacteria for her gut, and I've noticed that she doesn't seem to have much like gas or like colickiness. She's really not very fussy, so I definitely think it has something to do with that. The first milk that she ever had was, they say it's the best. Now, on the other hand, I had this conversation with my friend and we were walking around the lake. Yesterday, we went around the lake twice, which is 6 miles. And my sneakers don't really fit, like they're kind of tight, so I wore Crocs. And I have a little bit of blisters. They're not bad blisters, but I'm going to have to buy a new pair of sneakers in a little bit, like a half a size bigger, I think. And I think that's probably going to be permanent. And I was saying that, I've seen a lot of videos where just because I've watched them on YouTube, where either women were saying that they felt like failures for a couple of reasons, either because they wound up needing to have a C or because they couldn't breastfeed. And my opinion is, this is my opinion. Hey, let go of the wig. My opinion is, like 35% of babies are born via C-section. And if it's healthier for the mom and it's healthier for the baby, who cares? Who cares? I don't think that makes you any less of a mother or a person or a woman if you have to have a C-section at all. I actually think that if it's less complicated, and you know, like the doctor had said once they had taken her out, that she was big and she probably wasn't going to make it under my pubic bone. I think that's what she said. And that she also had the umbilical cord around her waist as if it were like a hula hoop. So she was going to need one anyway. I was going to need one anyway. And I don't feel like that makes anybody a failure at all. I mean, we have enough reasons that we can feel like failures. That medically, I don't think is one. And then the other thing is, you know, if you can't breastfeed for whatever reason, I mean, I got to say, I don't understand how we made it when we were cave women, or when we were, you know, those of us that lived in the desert or the jungle, and we didn't have like they're like, oh, you have to stay well hydrated, and you have to have lactation cookies, and you have to have this and the tea. And I'm like, okay, how did we do this way back when we didn't have any of that stuff? But, you know, sometimes things just, you're not producing enough, or not enough is coming out, or you don't have the time to devote to it. Like, if you have the time to devote to it, then that's one thing. But, you know, people that have to go back to work and they're at work for 8 hours a day or 12 hours a day, you know, it just might not be possible. And, you know, living in a modern society, we have other options. So I don't think there's anything wrong with having to use baby formula for that reason. My only concern was the health thing. Because as a child growing up, like I said, my mother's like prenatal was like black coffee and cigarettes. And I think that lemons, like I remember her telling me that she ate a lot of lemons. Like that was what she craved. And I love lemons, so maybe there's something to that. But like I was sick all the time as a kid. I remember being sick all the time. I had croup cough, I had tonsillitis, respiratory stuff all the time, pneumonia, you name it, I had it, bronchitis. I was on the nebulizer. I used to have to go to a medical place, and they would put me on that thing so that I could breathe. Growing up, I had allergies. I used to see a chiropractor. If that could be avoided, or if half of that could be avoided, if she gets some breast milk, then that's why I'm doing it, because I just don't want her to have to go through that. Bless you. And if she gets the immunity from me because I've already had all that stuff, well, then that's even better. So anyway, that's where we are with the weight loss journey. I will keep you guys posted for next week. Next week. All right, bye-bye.